Hello folks, this is Ghostwheel and welcome to my morning session of Kiki. It's the 5th of May and server time is just 2:45. This will be a farming stream. I won't be playing Guild Wars. I'll be doing that maybe later on. Needing some more practice. I've noticed they've completely changed the maps, but more onto that later on. But in the meantime, I'll cover some of the basics for farming the new weapons. This particular patch is absolutely massive. Lots of new content, and might be confusing for new players trying to figure out what's the best way to get the new weapon. So I'll cover that shortly, and also do a bit of farming because I'm needing to get the best weapon. I've already farmed past couple of days, but I don't have the best weapon. I'm going to try to aim for that today. See if I can synth it up basically. First off, you want to see if you can find the weapon from honor points. So head over to the shop, and a lot of people will have stocked up tons of honor points. I can purchase one more here. I can check this out. This will give you either a mythic or a grail, which is quite handy. Hopefully, maybe. Let's see what happens. Alright, a celestial mythic. So what you see here is blue weapons are mythics and the green weapons are grails. What you want to do next is to check out. You could buy weapon packs using feathers. I've purchased a few. My luck's not very good, so I can give that a go. One or two. I'll do one or two shots with the feather packs. Also, you could buy it with you can buy it with gems, but preferably you want to save your gems. I'll buy one feather pack just to check it out. Oh my god, this is actually my very first grail weapon from feathers. I have never actually seen a grail weapon. I've seen mythic weapons, but not a grail. Let's check it out. What do I have? Alright, it's a free skill weapon. You can tell by one blue one and two red ones. What you want is a 2 blue skill and 3 red skill. A 2/3 skill grace is the best. This is not the best, says grace weapon. Nevertheless, I'm going to keep that just in case I need that in the future. No, that's not bad for feathers. Alright. You can also give let's see. Let's have a look at the shop again. Yeah, the challenge points can give some weapons, but no, it goes all the way from legendary to grail. And yeah, this is very hard to get from challenge points. It's mostly just legendaries. I'll just give that a miss. It's quite a lot. I have a lot of challenge points, but I don't know. Maybe it might come in useful in the future. Lastly, you want to check out the guild shop, which is very good for additional resources. Just go ahead over to guild shop and misc. No, you can get weapons, mythic weapons for 3,000 guild points, but at the same time 2,000 guild points for the blessing enhancement stones are quite good, and if you're missing immortal runes, 2,000 is quite good for that as well. Level 3 soul stone cards are very good as well for 3,000 guild points. Essentially, it's now very worthwhile to be very active and save up for the stuff in the guild shop. It's really good now. These blessing enhancement stones are used to level up the weapon in the similar way that you crystal enhance crests and godstones in the past. Alright, I'm just going to head over to the adventure mode. What you want to do is just do consecutive missions, get yourself all the way up to this last map. You know, it'll take you a wee while. No, I'll go through all the new mission maps, get to this last stage, and then farm farm the 3-star map that you're able to do. Hang on a sec, I need to put on some farming gear. I need some farming gear. It takes tons of gold, absolutely tons of gold. Let's put on my accessories. Should have done this earlier, actually. And where are we? The pet. I want the pet to be using farming gear. Where's the... Yeah, these are good for more gold. Need tons of gold, tons of gold. Where's the ornamental thing? That's this, isn't it? King of Fighters belt. Now I should take my gold up to... Hang on a sec, wait a minute, I should be putting... I need to put this on the frigging Phoenix pet, not on my King of Fighters pet. Manage pets. This new interface, I need to get used to this. It's not used to this at all. There we go. Equip this. And, well, right, okay, looks like this is quite handy. It's automatically put on the first loadout pet gear without needing to take out the equipment and putting it back on. Alright. I know I have tons of gold, but I'm going to need a lot more in the future as well, since we'll be having divine armors probably in a month or two or later. Alright, it's like I should 3-star this. It's best to finish the boss mode. I think it's like, oh dear, loadout 2 is using PvP skills. I'm gonna have to switch this out. It's best put this on. Actually, loadout 1 already has my PvE gear, but I've already stuck the pet onto that, so it's not strong. Let's see. That should be strong enough. Hang on a sec, I think I've been messing around with magic stones as well. Yeah, I've been playing around with the yellow magic stone. I'll put the black one for more damage, because that helps me clear out the map faster. But it's worth testing out the yellow magic stone, see if that gives me more survivability. People are dying so darn quickly in PvP. I'll need to test that out soon. Okay. Just going to auto this one. I think this should be able to auto this at 3-star. How's it going, everyone? Feel free to use the chat. Your messages will appear in the bottom left corner. I already have a 4-skill grace weapon on my Kiki, but I'm just going to keep farming and see if I can find a 5-skill weapon. Alright, I almost forgot, we last had the tournament a couple of days ago, and I forgot to show the results. This was the results of the tournament that we had in Europe. Well done to Oppo and Alicia, who scored 24 points, giving them rank 1 in the 2 vs 2 tournament. You can catch the stream that I did. I followed Team 1, who finished in rank 2. That was with Strife and Aya. Alright, that's the freeze. That's me freeze started 2/5 boss. I'm just going to instant this one. I tend to find the drops are very similar to the third map boss anyway, so this will be good enough. Let's have a look at what I have in my inventory first. Alright, I already have a few mythics, and let's get some materials. Alright, I have tons of materials already. How many crystals do I have? I might be able to make some unsealed weapons. Yeah, I have 156 crystals. I'll make the unsealed weapons first. So basically, once you farm enough of this boss, you know, I'll just do it a few times here. You pick up quite a lot of these red crystals, and once you have 10, you can craft a sealed weapon from the crafting page. I'll do that in a moment. You need 150 to craft a maximum of 15 a day. I'll do that now, so because I already have the resources for that. I'll do the crafting. Workshop, crafting, and craft sealed celestial. Craft 15 for 1.5 million, that should give me 15 sealed weapons, and then you'd need to go back to the inventory to unlock these items. You might get a mythic, and there's a slim chance. No, you might get a grace, and it's usually a mythic weapon. I only ever found one grace weapon doing it this way. There we go. Sealed weapons, unseal. When you unseal it, it requires these red horn looking items. 15. Yep, see, all mythics, but it's still nevertheless they're quite good as leveling materials. Enhancement materials are good for enhancement materials. Alright, let's get cracking with some instant farming. Did this earlier with my Lena, and after 7 synths I found a 5-star, no, what am I saying, a 5-star, a 5-skill grail weapon. what I'd like is a instant times 100. Oh, it still takes quite a while. It's not really instant. These things that you pick up from the boss will allow me to make soul stones. You need to do two things. You need to pick up these materials as well as additional materials from Sanctuary, which allows you to craft a limited amount of soul stones, and then you slowly level them up from tier 1 up to tier 5. Take absolutely ages. And it's limited because you're limited by the materials that you get off Sanctuary. Oh yeah, bug I have. This is quite annoying. This loadout mechanic. No, I should have switched back to equipment setting 1, which gives me more gold. Yeah, I completely forgot to do that, because see, before this patch everything was automatically, oh, this is PvE and this is PvP. Well, that doesn't happen anymore. You actually select what loadout you want. You have to be careful. You know, loadout 1 is what I want to gold farm. You can see the difficulty has gone to hard, but that doesn't matter because I'm using instants. Should be getting a lot more gold now. Yeah, up to 33. For 22k plus 33k. I thought I'd be getting more than that. Hang on a second, just double check my gold. Gold gain rate at 50%, yeah, 50%. Don't think we have a gold buff. What kind of buff are we running with? EXP. I don't need EXP. I'm already up to level 110. Let's see. Let's go back to farming. I should be doing this when the gold buff is on. It doesn't matter. I've noticed half AP is bugged as well, it's not working. We should be on 24-hour half AP throughout the weekend. Takes tons of AP, these new maps, 24 per go is a lot. So how's everyone's luck with the new weapons? Kiki's using a 4 skill weapon at the moment. I'm really wanting a 5 skill weapon. I think the third combo skill, chain skill, does tons of damage. But it's something that's probably very hard to pull off in PvP. Being able to stack materials is very handy. It was really was a right pain in the past, having to automatically enhance materials to free up space. I'll do up to 200 instants and then I'll start enhancing my mythics up to level 20. Once more. Alright, let's go back to my equipment and enhance the mythics. Takes tons of. This is what I'm wanting in my grace weapon. You know, 5 skills, 2 up in the top and 3 in the bottom. But they don't seem to drop very often. Right. Alright, let's get another mythic up to level 20. And then I'll synth them. Takes tons of gold if you use these these rare materials. Need to tap very quickly. What I would like to see is being able to if you long tap this, then it just adds all the materials up automatically rather than needing to tap the screen so many times. Takes ages. I reckon most people would just end up selling this because it takes up too much gold really in the long run. Stick in these epics. Alright. 4.4 million gold to take this one up to level 20, and let's try a synth. I reckon it'll take me several attempts. Take me 7 times on my lane account. Alright. That's close. But still not good enough. 4 skills. See, I'm already using a 4 skill weapon here. 2 up, 2 bottom. Alright, back to more farming. Once I've found the correct weapon, I'll need to use the crystal enhancements. Finding it really difficult to get to 20. Tend to get to 18 and then it falls down. It falls down very easily after that. Probably need to start using the protection tickets at that point. Hello folks, thanks for coming to my stream. If you have any questions, feel free to ask away and I'll try my best to answer. Running through the instance takes quite a while. Started off with about 120 million gold on my key, so I've already done quite a lot of farming already. You can get the crystal enhancement materials from raids, participating in start hosting in guild raids, as well as buying them from the guild shop. Also, if you break down old mana gear, each mana gives you one crystal enhancement material. At the moment you can crystal enhance weapons up to level 20. I think I might try crafting again. I need to use a crafting reset ticket, which I think I'll do shortly. I'll make another 15 sealed weapons for today and see what happens. Yeah, I'll use a crafting reset ticket in a moment. Hi there Cyrix. Thanks for the good luck. I noticed you were doing absolutely tons of damage on your Lena. I reckon I'm guessing is that because of the third chain skill on the combo, because I don't have that yet. I've actually managed to just found a 5 skill weapon, but I need to level it up. My current weapon is a 4 skill weapon that's missing the third part of the combo chain. But I think the third part of the combo chain does tons of damage, and I've noticed when we're doing guild raids that you were pretty much doing most of the damage all the time on your Lena. I need to test it out. I need to test out the damage. Do this a few more times and then I'll go back into my inventory to enhance. Hmm. 30 minutes, I've already been streaming for 30 minutes, I've just barely into farming. It takes ages, you know, using instants. Once more, just taking this up to approximately 400 tries. You can see down the bottom, pick up the repeat rewards as well. Alright, okay, let's head back into my inventory and enhance 2 more mythics. Stuck these in as well. Clean up my inventory space. Level 20 mythic weapon gives more attack than an old awakened weapon, so it's worth... Oh, almost stuck in a level 20 mythic there. Right, yeah, so it's worth your time using the new weapons as soon as you can. Oh, of course, there's no combo, isn't there? How the heck are you doing so much damage, Cyrix? I see. It's just skills, isn't it? Maybe it's the second skill. Second skill in your weapon that's giving you more damage. But you were doing lots of damage in the guild raids. Of course, there's no combos in the bosses. Alright, let's try another synth. Come on. Oh dear. Free skill. The past couple of days I used to burn my grails, but I'm just going to keep them. I'm going to keep my grails just in case we need them in the future. Back to some more instant farming. Might have enough materials to craft 15 mythics. Hope for a grail from crafts as well. I've only ever found one grail. One grail out from over 100 crafts, over 2 accounts, and that's with using craft resets as well. Let's head back into the crafting screen. Workshop, crafting, and yes, let's reset this. Yep, I have enough for 15. You can only reset this once a day by the looks of it, yeah. Okay, let's unseal these and hope for a grail. Let's go back into the bag. It's a lot of hoops to jump through, you know, you need to craft them, then you need to go to your inventory. Why not just skip all that and do it all within the crafting screen? I'm not sure why they're stuck in 2 stages to you know, you have to go through unseal as well. Why no, it uses up these red materials, so why not combine the 2 materials and just give you 15 random weapons? Probably better that way. All mythics again. Alright. You can use them for to level up my mythics to level 20 as well. I'll do that. Actually, I'll do that. I'll use up a few. Alright, once more. I want to keep some mythics back for me to take up to level 20. I'll leave the rest. I'll leave the rest of the mythics. Alright. Synth number 3. Okay, same as the last time. Okay, back to some more instant farming. Four skill weapons, still pretty good. I reckon it's pretty hard to pull off the third combo chain in PvP. People are dying so quickly in Guild Wars now. Combination of factors. There's no Berserker, but we do have this new weapon affix, which lets you cool down your escape skill by up to half a second per 1% of damage. So potentially you can wake up twice. You can wake up twice as long as you have a high enough HP. Oh, HP has gone down in Guild Wars. I used to have about 3.5 million HP in the old map, and on the new map it's down to 2 million. 2 million HP. So not only is everyone hitting harder, but everyone's everyone's a lot weaker. Want to test out the yellow magic stone. I think that adds a ton of additional defense. I think it's 40% of attack, and my attack is something like 1 million. So you could potentially have up to 400,000 additional defense. I wonder how well that works against these new weapons. Yeah, very rare for those legendary materials to drop. I must be sitting on tons of armor materials. I'll come in handy when we get the divine armors. Tired. I'm doing tons of farming on my other accounts as well. I still have a third account, my mini Kiki account, to get that leveled up as well. I found one grace weapon with my mini Kiki, which has only 3 skills, but I think that's good enough for a free-to-play account that I started quite recently. Well, relatively recently. What will be difficult for new players is trying to get armors for the pet. I know that you can activate the growth package, which gives you a full set of level 40 armors, which you can awaken up. But what are you going to do with your pet? You know, how are you going to get your pet armors? You're going to have to use feathers and gems to find rubbish armors to upgrade, and that's not very cost efficient. That's not very cost efficient. In the past, you can. What I used to do in the past was to level up old armors and then extract it. You can't do that now. But fortunately, my third account has a lot of old armors sitting in the inventory. I didn't sell them, so I can level maybe 2 sets up to level 40, then break them down for transcendence tickets. Bet you once I've finally found a 5 skill chain weapon, they'll release a new weapon that has 6 chain skills. I've not played the South Korean version. Is there a third chain on skills? Does anyone know if there's a third chain on skills in South Korea? At the moment in Global, there's no third part to it, and there's no third chain skill for skills, only for combos. But if there's a third part to skills, third chain skill on in South Korea, then we'll probably see some kind of upgrade or new weapon that we all need to upgrade to. Kiki's still in F Society. I don't think is anyone seeing anything. Not much. A bit quiet. I think everyone's just everyone's busy farming as well. Hello there, I'm not Soulja Boy. Thanks for coming to my stream. Doing tons of instant farming. I'm trying to find the best weapon for my Kiki. I've already found the best weapon for my Lena account, but that took 7 synths this morning. We might have space in Falconia, but the best thing to do is give me download line, add me with add and message me. This is my ID. can give you the details over the line app. Yeah, this is new. New weapons is completely making all the old weapons obsolete. So I recommend everyone get one as quickly as you can. Hi there, Suami. Okay, let's see if I can synth 2 more mythics into 1 grace. Fortunately, I anticipated that we need a lot of gold for this, and I stockpiled over 100 million. I think my Kiki stat before the patch, I had around 120 million gold with my Kiki. As you can see, the gold is burning up very quickly. Mostly it's because of this rare material that I'm using. This in particular uses up a lot of gold, but it helps with leveling my weapon up. Come on. Okay, here we go. Glad they made it possible to stack these. Kiki is... I've actually made another Kiki account. I've got 2 Kikis now. I prefer playing Kiki, to be honest. It's more fun than... I find it more enjoyable than Lena. So I have 2 Kiki accounts and 1 Lena. My Lena is my current main, I would have to say. She's playing in a team. But I like the gameplay mechanics of Kiki. There's lots of viable skill builds. Let's try another synth. Oh my god, this is like 3 or 4 times in a row, exactly the same chain skills. God, worst number of chain skills, 3 chain skills. Once we get armours, I reckon the process of getting new armours might be very similar. Similar to weapons. But we've got 4 slots to do this with. So if you think it's hard getting 1 weapon, you know, imagine doing this 4 times to fill in 4 slots. Well, Line is an instant chat application, and if you want to join one of our guilds, then it's best to contact me over Line, because we do everything using Line. Everybody who wants to join our guild, contact us with the guild Line ID. You'll find the Line ID in the guild description. You know, Ox, F Society, and Folcodia are our 3 guilds, and you'll see we have our line IDs in the description. That's how you can reach us. We're kind of lacking space on the Falconia. I'm not sure if we have space for new players, but I can certainly check it out for you, Soldier Boy. Well, I'm not a Soldier Boy. It's quite good to get into the game now. New players, or even current players, will find that the login event is giving out 20,000 gems on the 7th day. That's a lot, 20,000 gems. I've never seen this game giving out so many gems just for logging in, and also 30 platina. Hello there, GSHRBS. Thanks for coming to my stream. I was saying the 7-day login event is giving out 20,000 gems. That's a lot. That's the equivalent of a gem growth package. You know, because growth packages give out 20,000 gems in total. Unless they've changed it, I'm not sure. But before the patch, I haven't seen the gem growth packages for ages. But just logging on for 7 days gives you the same number of gems as a gem growth package, which is amazing. But it's a pity that they removed a lot of old content. It used to be very easy to farm gems, you know, just by killing old bosses, mission bosses, doing old towers, doing special missions. How much can you get? Maybe something like 200,000 gems for free, doing you know, the old way. But now most of that is gone. It's a lot harder to find gems. You need to slowly accumulate gems for the weekly events, like doing duels, guild wars. Brawls is still in. I've noticed you can auto duels, which is quite funny. I've started doing that. I've stopped playing duels properly, and I'm now hitting the auto button just to get the activity points. It's worthwhile to be very active because of the new guild shop. So who are the 3 best PvP classes? Lenas, they used to be good. Now I'm hearing they're not so good. I think they're still easiest to play with Lenas. Certainly, I think they're still worthwhile to play in Guild Wars. They're probably a bit hard to play with duels because you can block most of Lena's skills now. I would say new players should still start with Lena. Lena's still good. Kiki is still good. Kiki I think is still popular. Just basing this off South Korea, Kikis are still good. Kyugos have become very popular in South Korea because of the extended shield, which we don't have yet. I think the extended shield time, you know, Kyugos have a shield skill which makes you invulnerable to knockdowns. That's not available until we have armors, I think. Lenas are very easy. I think not easy, but the best class for new players because of being able to hit from afar, and auto targeting is quite handy. You know, you could just fire your skill blind and then hit something with Lenas. Kikis are good as well, but there's less auto targeting. You need to be positioned carefully with Kikis. That's why you see me teleporting around, trying to reposition into places where I can catch opponents. Lucases are, oh, I don't know, Lucases are, they hit very hard, they still hit very hard, Lucases. I've noticed they can kill very quickly. Probably the hardest class to get into. That as well as Pyron, possibly. Pyrons feels very similar to Lucases, but I think the developers have designed Pyrons to deal the majority of the damage at the start of a skill. Good Lucas players are really, when you come across a good Lucas player, they can pilot their Lucases very, well, and they're very good. But for a lot of inexperienced players, it's very hard. I think they get caught very easily. They skill inside clusters and then they get caught and then die very quickly. That tends to what I see for a lot of Lucas players who lag or just not very experienced with playing with that class. But if you have a really good connection and if you play, if you've been playing long enough, then the Lucases are really good. I noticed I got absolutely wrecked by Lucas in Guild Wars because of the damage. They must be a heavy hitter, but still, I just lost my HP so quickly. It's crazy. Right, let's do some more synthing. Okay. What's this? My 4th or 5th synth? This might be, I think it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this will be my 5th synth. I think I found one of the grails from Fedas early in the stream. Yeah, 2-2 is what I'm using for my Kiki at the moment, so I mean it's still good, it's still viable. I think it's, this is what I'm using for my Kiki, 2-2. But I still want a 2-3 Grace weapon, which I'm hoping to find through farming. Oh, come on. So close yet so far. Alright, maybe I have enough materials for another synth. Yeah, 2 combos. It's because it's third chain combo is probably very hard to do in PvP. You have to build up those what do they call those grace points? Is it graces? Not sure what they're called, but you need to build up a lot of those grace points to pull off 3 chains. Oh, 300 feathers. But still, congrats, Self, to a 2/3 weapon. I find they must have tweaked the drop rates to make it very hard to find that particular combination. Oh, your platina. You spent all your platina. Is that the platina from the rewards as well? Because we got 1000 platina for taking Pyron up to level 99 not that long ago. I actually spent all my platina as well. Spent all my platina, and I've spent about a third of my gems and feathers. Ouch, that's something like 20 platina for either a mythic or a grace. A temporary one's good. It's a good idea to just to play around with a decent weapon. Just any grace is good. Any grace weapon will be good. It's a good time for new players to get into the game, since it's relatively easy to get any grace weapon, I would say. I've tried crafting there. I've used the reset crafted 30 mythic weapons today, and no graces. In fact, in total, over 3 accounts, I've crafted about 120 times, and I've only found one grace weapon. But they make good enhancement materials. I'm not sure what you're saying. At US, or however you pronounce your name. I'll try Google Translate. Portuguese. Yeah, grill synthesizing, yes. I have tons of AP. Fortunately, I've been stockpiling for months. I've stockpiled so many adventure points that I actually came up with a warning. A warning box saying that I can put no more adventure points from my mailbox since I've reached the limit. That's how many adventure points I've collected on my Kiki account. Well, congrats, Reinhardt. That's some players I've noticed are very lucky with the first tries, or even like I've heard one player just opened one feather pack and then they got the best weapon. These things happen with RNG. Yes, you can get a Grail by unsealing Celestial weapons, but the drop rate is really bad. I only ever found one Grail from about 120 attempts. Soul stones will take absolutely ages to craft, because you're limited to a number of times you can do Sanctuary, which is once a day, and you need those materials from Sanctuary, as well as those multicoloured stone things. I have tons of these things now. I'm just lacking the second part of what I need to craft soul stones. I think probably the best way to get soul stones is from the guild shop. You get level tier 3 soul stones for 2000 activity points. Guild shop's really good now. Check out the guild shop, you get some really cool stuff. Hi there, Glorified H. I already leveled the Kiki by farming on my my original weapons, and my Kiki already has 2 grace weapons. You know, this one, and my pet has this one I picked up earlier as well, and I farmed 2-3 I believe to get those weapons, as well as to level up to 110. I've already done a lot of farming before today's session, but the boss map is the best. Best farming map. Drops a lot of resources, and particularly it tends to drop more purple and legendary materials than the maps than the earlier maps. The bottleneck, I think, is going to be gold. It's not AP. I've got tons of AP. I know this takes up tons of AP, but I think I've less gold than AP really to if I keep going, and if I can't find a 3/5 weapon, then I'll run out of gold before I run out of AP. I should be doing this during a gold buff, but we have the experience buff on at the moment. Should I stop? Maybe take a break. I've been doing this for over an hour. Get back to this later on maybe. I'll do a few more synths. It still takes ages running instants. I don't think we'll be seeing level 5 soul stones for quite a while, because you can't brute force soul stones. They're kind of bottlenecked by time essentially, and guild activity points. So the only 2 ways of getting soul stones is crafting and the guild shop. Activity points takes a while to build up, and what does it take? 2000 points. 2000 activity points for a level 3 soul stone, and to craft it you only get tier 1 soul stones, and the materials are kind of limited by the number of times you can farm Sanctuary, which is just once a day. Hi there, Kevin. I think the damage is still the same, it's just a question of how many chains you can do. But I've stuck to using a 2-2 on my Kiki for the meantime. Yeah, I've heard the damage on the third combo is absolutely massive. It's a lot more than the first and second stage chain skills. But pulling off a third chain skill in PvP can be problematic, since you'll probably die. You know, you'll die very quickly. You'll die before you can pull it off. It's messing around with friendly duels, and I noticed I lost half my HP from I didn't even get caught. I lost half my HP through super armor. I'm not sure what was dealing the damage. It could be bleed damage. Could be the new chain skills, but I lost so much HP without actually being caught. That's quite nice. Sometimes this boss map drops up in the top and you see 10 crystals. That's quite good. It's basically like 2 mythics at least there. Alright, thanks for coming to my stream, Lee. I'll catch you another time. Bye. Oh, I'm not sure how much longer I can keep doing this. Let's see. It's 3 o'clock in the UK at the moment. I usually have a cup of tea at this time. What's your in-game name, Lee? Artemis. Ah, okay, cool. Let's have a look. Have a look now. Some really high stat players as well in Game Over. It's good to check out other players' stats. Guild Wars. Where is it? There we go. Elena. 2.5 million CP. Up to level 20 crystal enhancements as well. Stuff. Let's have a look at loadout 2, which is usually PvP. 2.7 combat power. Let's have a look at tier weapon. Yeah, maximum here. I'm using green soul stones. That's for increased attack speed and I believe reduce skill cooldown. Alright. Very nice. Wonder what you're using for your magic stone. Black. Yeah, still using black, but it might be worth checking out whether other stones work. You know, the yellow stone, for instance, will give you 40% of attack. That's something like 450,000 defense. Might be worthwhile. I'm not sure. Or you just probably end up giving more points to opponents with such a high survivability if you use the yellow magic stone. What else? Critical damage resist 65 is still high, but I would prefer that up to maximum. Effectively, the difference between 65 and 70 is something like close to 10%, 10% effective hit points, or maybe less because you don't always land a critical. That's good. It's a nice Lena. Alright, back to some more farming. Yeah, my Kiki still needs some more work. First, I need that. I need a weapon. I need a 2/3 weapon. Oh, check out my tickets. How many do I have left? 6,000 instants. I've already used up 4,000 instants. Started off with 10,000 on my Kiki. 4,000 instants. Most of them was used on a 18AP map, which means I've already used up 72,000 EP. I actually run out of AP fairly soon then. I've yet to pick up the Fed EP, so I still have how much does that give me? Something like 16,000 AP perhaps, I can't remember. But if I buy all the AP using Feds, that should give me a lot of AP as well. Of course, there's the guild shop for EP as well, but I don't think that's cost effective. You're better off using the guild shop for the new items. Catch you later, Lee. Thanks for coming to my stream. Hi there, Soldier Boy. James. Well, play Guild Wars. That's what I do with my James. I play Guild Wars. I've kind of stopped for the last couple of days just to get my account sorted out, but I tend to play lots of Guild Wars. Save your James for stuff like you can buy something. Try out these new weapon packs. Maybe might get lucky. Wait for maybe new gear in the future. I like to stockpile my gems just in case I need something. I've already used up a third of my gems trying to find a new weapon. Third of my gems and actually half my feathers as well. I had 200,000 feathers on my Kiki. But eventually we'll be seeing divine armors and accessories and probably crests and godstones as well in the future. Okay, let's try another synth. Come on, 5 skill, give me a 5 skill. Oh, bollocks, another free skill. It's just giving me nothing but free skill synths. Oh dear. It's not so much as no, it's not really levels that give you give you power. It's the gearing. You need to do lots of farming to build up your gear. This game is completely reliant on gear rather than levels, but it's useful to gain the levels for skills. You need to use the gems. The first thing to do with the gems on the new account is to unlock additional skill points. That will cost you something like 15,000 gems. So you need 15,000 gems just to unlock the skill points. And also the levels will help increase your training grounds as well. You'll need to collect training tickets over time. I believe the new maps will drop tons of training tickets at some particular points. Alright, let's do one more synth. Insignia? Alright, yeah, I've heard some members in our guild we were having luck with honor points and challenge points. No such luck for me, unfortunately. Needing to do it through the hard way. Oh, what's this? What's this? It's just giving me duplicates of rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Another free skill weapon. Oh my god. Maybe it's the time of day. Maybe this particular time of day, the developers have switched on this thing that says everyone who does a synth will get a free skill weapon. Oh my god. Co-op, we used to have a co-op mode, but that's been replaced by something else called guild raids. Actually, there's a few things. They've removed a few things and they've added some other new things. It's quite a big change. This patch is basically Reboot, our version of Reboot in global. We used to have a co-op mode. That's been replaced. Oh, okay, yeah, alright. Still congratulations on the good weapon, Julius. I know you've spent so much. I'm so tempted to just go nuts. You know, after being frustrated for so long, you know, getting nothing but rubbish. I just feel so tempted to hit the gem packages for weapons and blow all my gems and feathers. But I don't think I want. That's not good. I don't think I want to do that in the long term. Best to keep a reserve of gems. I've already spent about 50,000 gems, and that's enough. Still, in a couple of days, we'll all get 20,000 gems through the login reward. I'll do some soulstone crafting. This is the thing you need for soulstones, and oh, you can dismantle jewel crystals as well, but I don't need to do that. I've got tons of these. Second thing you need to do for soulstones is to do sanctuary, and see, look at that, it's limited. You're limited to one a day. So soulstones crafting is actually really difficult to do. You can't brute force this with farming. You need to, you're limited by the number of these type of fragments, which means we won't be seeing any players with level 5 soulstones for a very long time. Essentially, it's time limited. You can pick up tier 3 soulstones from the guild shop. That's quite good. But again, you need 2,000 activity points. It's a shame I wasted a lot of guild points. I was sitting on over 100,000 guild points at one point. Then I just kept on buying gems using my guild points up until I had nothing left before this patch, which is a shame. 100,000 guild points would have helped so much. Alright, let's go to crafting and let's see what I get with soul stones. You only get tier 1 soul stones as well. Hey there, A-Towner. It's Galaxy. He's still playing oh my god, I'm so tired, I can't even remember the name of that game. I played it for a while. It's like World of Warcraft in the mobile phone. It's just completely slipped my mind. What's that game called? It'll come to me, Crusaders of Light. I just completely forgot the name for some reason. I played it for quite a while and then I stopped because it just takes too long playing 2 games at the same time. Craft soul stones. Here we go. No, I've got 22,000 of those stone things and not enough of those crystals. Alright, and you're limited on a per day basis as well. No craft limit. There's no craft limit. Alright. Oh, in terms of soul stones, I quite like the yellow one for defense pierce. More damage. The recovery's, I don't know, the recovery is quite relatively high, 2,000 per second. That could go higher once you have it at level 5. And what's the other one? Red ones are not bad for damage if it's not capped out. Picture of my kilt. Oh, that's an ongoing joke when Galaxy used to play with us. Galaxy is A-Towner here. That folk were wanting to see me in a kilt. I thought everyone would have forgotten about that. See, let's keep crafting this. Alright. See, you only get tier 1 soul crystals, so this will take absolutely crazy long time to get up to tier 5. Back to farming. Yep, we just had the patch a few days ago, which is essentially the global version of Reboot. And what they've done here is to release the weapons first. Thanks, Glorified H as well. I covered some basics at the start of the stream, which will help players getting getting to know how to get these new weapons. So you can catch the start of the stream for the more useful bits of what I went over. But yeah, there's tons of changes. The interface is completely changed as well. It's looks different. We've got new content. Some content has been removed. They've kept in brawls and they've added minor tweaks like auto duels, which I find is funny. You get auto duels now. Okay. Stop giving me free skill synths. I've done this about, what's that, 5 or 6 times, and all of them have been, apart from the first one. I think the first one was a 4 skill one, but the rest has been free skill synths. What we want is a 5 skill weapon. What I would like to know is whether there's actually a third chain to skill chains. Because if it's a third skill chain in South Korea, then we'll probably see a new weapon that has 6 skills in total. Oh, the new map. It's interesting, I have to say, and we need to get used to the new meta of people dying really quickly. I recommend everyone to roll the new cooldown by evade affix on your weapon. That will help you wake up faster. That affix, the cooldown by evade, is essentially what's replacing Berserker. If it's high enough, you can basically wake up twice, as long as your HP is very high. What's the highest? 0.5 seconds is what you can have on that cooldown by evade stat, and 0.5 is 0.5 seconds per 1% of damage taken. So if you take 90% damage, then that's 45 seconds taken off your evade skill, and which makes it a very important thing to have. When I first started, playing that new Guild War map, it was so confusing. I ended up bumping into walls, thinking they'd open up. Where's the entrance? How do I get to somewhere else? I kept on, just banging my head against the wall. I've heard they've reverted back to the old Guild War map in South Korea. They're no longer using the new map. We've been playing that with that old map for such a long time. It'll be good just to have the ability to select a map, but I'm not sure. Yeah, would there be enough games split between 2 maps? Yeah, there should be enough matches. It'll be good. I think it'll be nice to be able to select which map you want to play. It's not good enough for PvE. I'm basically stuck the Phoenix on just purely for the gold instant farming. I need to stick my main pet back on if I'm actually doing any auto farming or progressing through the maps. But this is just I just stuck this Phoenix on just purely for the gold. Currently it's at 50%. I should be doing this during I should have waited for a guild gold buff. But seeing how I've started the stream, I've decided, what the heck, I might as well just keep going. I've tons of gold. Hopefully, I'll be able to find the weapon I want before I use up all my resources. I did this earlier with my Lena account and managed to find the weapon after seven attempts, 7 synths. So hopefully it should be around the same for my Kiki, I'm hoping. I prefer playing the Kiki. Actually, prefer my Kiki over my Lena. That's why I've made two Kiki accounts. Is that enough? Maybe enough for another synth? Give it a go. One more go. Look at that, that's all armor materials. No weapons whatsoever. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 grails. One of the grails I found through feathers. So I've done this 7 times already. It gets another free skill. There we go, another free skill. Synth. Non-stop free skill synths. That's how many is that? Let's see. I think that's 6 in a row. Maybe 6 3-star synths. Oh jeez. Oh my god. I'm already at level 110, I don't need EXP, but the guild's currently running with the EXP buff. It should be alright, I still have quite a lot of gold. It's these rare materials which take up a lot of gold. I could probably sell them, but it'll take longer to gather the materials. Alright, 5 million there, just to just to enhance one mythic. $116 heroics, sign off. Not quite, almost. Right, I'm going to make this my last attempt, I think. Last synth. And then I'm going to take a break. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours and it's no luck with the synths. This better be good. I've already crafted the maximum amount of times, Bill. I've done 30 crafts. Can't craft any more for the day. Nope. 4 skill. I already have a 4 skill one. Two up to the bottom. I've crafted 30 mythics early on in the stream. I've used the recrafting ticket as well. You can only reset that once a day. Weapons. So yeah, can't do it anymore. Alright, I need to wait for tomorrow. Until I can craft another 30. A 30 with the ticket to reset it. But the drop rate for crafting sealed weapons is really bad for Grail weapons. I've only ever found one Grail weapon out from about 120 crafts. How many mythics do I have left? I think I only have 4 more mythics. Should I keep going? Maybe do 2 more synths? Yeah, I'll do 2 more synths. I'll do 2 more synths. I was going to take a break, but yeah, I may as well finish this off. The only way I'm going to be able to get mythic weapons is to open up more feather packs or gem packs. I can probably get them from challenge points. I have tons of challenge points. I've got no more honor points. There's the guild shop, but I don't want to waste my guild points for mythic weapons. So I'll synth up the last 4 mythics and then call it a day. I've spent over 2 accounts. I've spent about 300,000 feathers. No, that's not right. I've spent 100,000 here and 100,000 in my lane account. 200,000 feathers, and I've only found one grail weapon, which was on the stream. I found it on the stream when I opened up a feather pack as an example. Most of the time it's just legendary weapons off the feather packs, but I'm not having much luck from the gem and feather packs. Makes me wonder if there's some kind of weighting in the RNG, you know, the randomness, to see whether you have lots of resources and give you really bad drop rates. It's certainly giving me really bad drop rates for both my Len and Kiki account. Okay, I'll finish off this farming with the rest of the mythic weapons that I have, and then just going to call it a day for my Kiki. I'll do this. I'll probably do this tomorrow when I can craft some more mythic weapons. Because well, after 2 more synths, I'll have no more mythic weapons. I have a 4 skill weapon that's good enough. 4 skill weapons good enough. Two hours of instant farming, 2 hours, and no luck so far. Okay, let's see if I have enough materials for another synth. Lots of epics here. Should be enough. Oh, another free skill synth. That's it's like 7 times in a row. 7 times in a row that I got a free skill synth. What's the chances of that happening? Probably very high if it's weighted towards that kind of drop rate. Oh my god. Last one. Still takes ages running instants. It's not instant enough. What I want is an instant times 100. At least this is giving me really good amounts of armor materials, which I'll be needing in the future. It's probably sitting at something like a couple of thousands of each type. I'll be needing the gold, using up tons of gold. This will be my last synth because I don't have any more mythic weapons. No more mythic weapons until tomorrow. I've already crafted the maximum 30. I used the crafting reset ticket. Look at that, all armour. Oh no, this weapon's up on the top, but it's like armour. Don't want armour pieces. Once more, and I'll see if I can synth the last 2 mythics. It's not enough materials. Not enough. I'm running out of gold tickets. 911 now. that's quite a lot of weapon epics. It's quite good. Might actually be enough. Maybe not quite, I'll keep going. Okay, my last attempt for the day. On my Kiki anyway, on my big Kiki. I call this my big Kiki, and I've got my mini Kiki as well. Just barely started working on my mini Kiki. Too busy trying to get my lead and big Kiki sorted. Mostly armor pieces, not ideal. Doesn't even sell for much. That last one was good for weapons. Quite a lot of purple ones. I don't really do many of these farming streams because there's not much to say, you know. There's not much commentary. What would you say? Oh, look at these really good amount of armors or weapons. It's not very exciting.
Everything changes.
Okay, come on, give me some more weapons. Weapon materials. This better give me a 5 skill weapon. This last synth. Alright. Have some surplus materials. Come on! Give me a 5 skill. Reggie, it's another free skill. Oh, that's another free skill! Another free skill synth. Let's have a look at all this grails that I've synthed up. It's the last one. Free skill. Free skill. 4 skill, but I picked up one of them using feathers. One of these grails are from a feather pack. Free skill. Free skill. Free skill. Free skill. One of 4 skill. I think I must have sent one of those 4 skills. Free skill. Free skill. Oh, it's another 4 skill, but it's not a very good 4 skill weapon. The best one is really a 2 up, 2 bottom, 2 blue and 2 red skill. 4 skill weapons decent enough, but that's all the farming I'll be doing for my Kiki. Today I'll continue off tomorrow so I can do some more crafting as well. That's just what I'm using so far. 4 skill weapon. Just cannot find a 5 skill weapon. Running low on resources. Probably running low on AP. I think I must have used very close to 90,000. How many more crafting crystals do I have? Materials. 1066 craft weapon fragments, and I've already used up 300 early in the stream from crafting 30 mythics. That's how much farming I just did in the last 2 hours, but hopefully I'll find something tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Thanks. Yeah, very unlucky, Sammy, but that's what happens. Sometimes get lucky, some days get lucky, some days you don't, and today's a really bad day for me. Alright, catch you folks later. Bye.